What's up, guys? My name is Austin with WeaselTech, and today I'm going to be showing you how to use the Thrausi plugin in Cinema 4D. Okay, so if you haven't already installed the plugin, I suggest that you go ahead and go do that now. It's free and available on the nitro4d.com website. They even tell you how to install it. It's as simple as unzipping the file that you download from there and dropping it right into your plugins folder. Simple as that. If you guys ever want to see a video on how to properly install plugins and manage them, feel free to leave a comment below and let me know that you'd like to see that. But once you have Thrausi installed and ready to go, it's important to make sure to always restart Cinema 4D after you've installed a new plugin, just to make sure that the program recognizes that the plugin is in fact available. So once it's installed and ready to go, you're going to want to open up Cinema 4D as natural, and you're going to want to create an object that you're going to want to break up and fractalize with this new plugin that you just got. Is that a new word? Fractalize? Somebody tell me in the comments below. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just create a text object because that's pretty simple to see the effects on. Hello, everybody. Okay, and we're going to change the depth on that a little bit just so that way we can notice the difference a little more. The thicker the object, usually the more substance the object has there, the more surface area, usually the easier it's going to be able to see what you've done with your new plugin. So once you have the object created that you're ready to go with, at that point, you're going to want to click on the plugin section and go to Thrausi, and then Thrausi again. Now, you're not going to have to worry too much about all of the different numbers that you're going to see here. The only one that you really have to concern yourself with is the pieces. Now, the pieces lets you know how many pieces the object that you're trying to break up is going to be broken up into. And as for default, it sets it to 2, but we like to live on the wild side and make things look at least a little bit proper. So we're going to go with 100. Anything above 100 is fine, but anything below 100, it's heresy. I wouldn't even do it. So once you have the amount of pieces selected that you want for this situation, then you'll click Break Now. And this is going to take a minute based upon the amount of pieces that you wanted to create. So when this is done, I'll come back to you. Okay, so now that Thrausi is done breaking up the object, you'll notice that, well, you can't really notice anything. That's the thing. In order to make Thrausi actually work and show the fractal breaking up effect of it, we're going to have to do something to it. So what we're going to need to do is make sure that we have all of these new Thrausi objects that have been created selected. Now, if you go and look inside of these Thrausi objects, you'll notice that it shows all of the different pieces that your object has been broken up into, and it takes each piece of that object and splits it up into its own separate entity. So as you can see, there's 5 words, there's 5 letters in hello, and there's 5 objects here on my right. So in order to make these look a little bit more snazzy and legitimate, we're going to need to go to MoGraph, and then go to Effector, and then Random. Now this random effector is what's going to give us that broken up fractal effect that we're looking for. So we're going to need to select all of the Thrausi objects and make sure that they are children of the random effector. And once we click on these little X's and change them to check marks, you'll notice that the hello starts to break up into a million pieces. And this isn't really good for us, this amount of explosion. It's not really necessary. We want to make it to where things look a little bit more broken up. And so in order to do that, we're going to need to change the strength on the effector. So usually the Goldilocks zone is anywhere between 1 and 5%. 1% if you're just trying to get that kind of cracked old look. 5% if you're trying to show off a little bit, trying to say, hey, look what I can do with my effects. I'm a cool guy. So once you have your proper strength selected, which for me it's usually 1, that's when you'll start to notice that things are looking a little bit cracky. And that's basically what this Thrausi plugin does, is it breaks it up into many pieces and gives you this fractal effect on your objects. So when you render them out, they look almost old, almost like destroyed, decrepit, and for certain things that might be fantastic. I noticed a lot of guys back in the day on their FaZe Clan channels, they used to always use this whenever they would create the text for their name on their channel. And, that might be old and dead now, but I still think it's a great thing to do because it looks a little cool, even if it is a little cheesy. So So that's basically it for the basics of Thrausi. Next week, I'm going to be diving a little bit deeper into the plugin and discussing some of the extra features that it has, as well as making things look a little bit better once it's been broken up, make it look a little bit more professional. So if you guys have any questions, any comments, please feel free to leave them down below. And I mean, yeah, just stay tuned for more of these videos. They're going to keep coming out, so you might as well keep watching them. Thanks, guys.